All right, welcome back to our 9th ever full body deload workout. Today's workout is going to be a circuit of 1-minute AMRAPs of 4 exercises. We're going to start with a warm up, finish it off with a cool down. So let's go ahead, checking in on our space, making sure as always we've got about 3 to 5 feet of obstacle-free space around us, keeping that water nearby. Remember, you're welcome to pause me whenever you need. Let's go ahead, keeping those shoulders down, reach up. Fingers laced together, go ahead, pressing those palms to the ceiling. Exhale, take it to the left. Stretching out those lats. Back to center, take it to the right. Go ahead, let's drop those arms down into some arm circles. Trying to keep these shoulders as far away from our ears as we can. Nice and down. All right, let's go ahead, reaching all the way out nice and wide. Swing those arms across your chest. Taking this time, really making sure we're warming up thoroughly today, because our bodies produce more elastin, but less joint fluid during pregnancy. Awesome, go ahead. Shake it out a little bit. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, let's bring ourselves back to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Amazing. Let's go ahead, plant those feet in the ground. Drive those knees outwards. And let's do some great big hip circles. Driving those hips back. Stretching out that hamstring as we go backwards and those quads as we go forwards. Really kind of slowing down where it's a little bit creakier. Awesome. Perfect. Let's go ahead. Nice high knees. Dynamic warm up. Stepping out wider if our bodies need. Now go ahead, kick yourself in the butt. Really setting that intention for today. Awesome. You're welcome to step forward with that left leg. Drive that right heel into the ground. Press forward with those hips. Stretching out the calf of the right leg. Then let's go ahead, rocking backwards. Bending that right leg, straightening the left, stretching out the hamstring on the left. Bring ourselves back up to center. Let's switch sides. Right foot forward, left back, plant that heel. Exhale, rock it back. Perfect, awesome. Let's go ahead, grab that water if you need. We're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna start with some kettlebell swings, moving into some weighted marches. Then we're gonna do some bent over rows to tricep kickbacks, finishing it off with some bicep curls to shoulder presses. So going ahead, grabbing onto one of our dumbbells. We're gonna place our feet wider than hip width apart, screwing those feet into the floor, driving those knees to our pinky toes, hugging baby up and in, belly button to spine, shoulder blades back and down, and tuck that chin. Let's put 1 minute on the clock, and let's go ahead with our kettlebell swings. Really focusing on driving that booty backwards and closing that hinge on the way up. You got this. Keeping that core engaged. Protecting that lower back with our neutral spine. Ten seconds. 2 and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Catch your breath a little bit here. Next up, we've got some weighted marches. So let's bring that weight up to two-handed, almost like a plate press stance. We're going to create that neutral spine. And go ahead, we're going to drive one knee up at a time. for 1 minute, making sure to breathe throughout the whole movement. Shoulders are back and down, making sure that our pelvis is stacked underneath that rib cage. You got this. 30 more seconds. And checking on that talk test. If we're finding that we're able to talk but not sing, that is our sweet spot here. 10 seconds here. 2 and 1. Set it down. Give yourself what you need here. Have a sip of that water. And next up, let's grab both dumbbells. And we're going to go ahead with a bent over row to tricep kick back. So shoulders away from those ears. Stance as wide as you need. Let's pitch forward by 45 degrees. And we're going to row both hands towards our hips. Then kick backwards. And that is 1 rep. So when you're ready, let's get ourselves set up. Pitch forward 45 degrees. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down like you're squeezing a grape in between them. And row up, kick back for 1 minute. You got this. Row up, kick back. Tucking that chin, looking 6 feet on the ground in front of us here. I want to see those double chins. You got this. Row up, kick back. 15 seconds here. Row up, kick back. Perfect. Go ahead, grab that water, and then we're going to do our last movement of this circuit. Shoulders back and down. We're going to curl up and then press from this point. So when you're ready, finish that water, catch your breath. Shoulders are down, away from those ears. Belly button is to spine. Soft bend in those knees. We're never locking out those knees. Let's curl up and press. Nice compound movement here. Little 2 for 1. Keeping those shoulders down. You got this. "30 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead. Set those weights down. Grab a sip of water. Take a 1-minute rest here, and we're going to do that round one more time. Rest again, and then do a third time. Checking in on that body. Are we moving within a pain-free range of motion? Are you hydrated? We want to make sure we're not experiencing any dizziness or pain. As always, I take rejection really well. Feel free to pause me if you need. All right, mama, when you're ready, let's go ahead, grabbing onto that weight, shaking out those legs, setting that intention. What do you want to get out of round 2 here? Knees to pinky toes. Nice neutral spine. Our rib cage is stacked over our pelvis. Shoulders are back and down. Remember, we're driving our booties back as though we're closing a car door with our bums, then bringing it right back up. When you're ready, 1 minute on the clock. Let's hinge. You got this. 10 seconds, you're so close. Those booties should be burning. 2 and 1. Shake it out. Adjust your ponytail if, like me, your hair is going flying. 30-second rest here. Let's get ourselves set up. Hands come up. Neutral spine, shoulders back and down. And let's set that intention. Weighted marches for 60 seconds. If this one's a little tricky, take that march a little bit wider, working within a pain-free range of motion, and stepping out wider if we need to accommodate our bodies. You got this. Halfway there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Grab that water if you need. Catch that breath. Let's go ahead. Feet nice and wide, shoulders back and down. Hug that baby up and in, neutral spine. Pitch forward 45 degrees. Rowing to tricep kickbacks. When you're ready, 1 minute on the clock. Really squeezing that grape in between those shoulder blades. Bringing hands towards the hips like we're holstering something. You got this. All the way down, all the way up. 30 more seconds. Making sure to breathe, soft bend in those knees. 10 seconds. Great job. Let's go ahead, keeping those weights in our hands. Give ourselves what we need here. A little shake out, a little reset, keeping those shoulders away. Let's curl and press. Making sure that those knees are not locked out, are stacking our pelvis under our rib cage. You got this. Thirty seconds. And 2, 1. Great job. Pat yourselves on the back here. Grab that water. Take that rest. We've got our final round. The hard part is over. You've pressed play. We've got through rounds 1 and 2. Let's go ahead. Enjoy those endorphins. We've got one more round. Shaking it out. Setting that intention. What are we getting out of round number 3 here? When you're ready, goblet grip. Shoulder blades back and down. Screw those feet into the floor. Let's drive that booty back. Kettlebell swings. You got this. 30 more seconds. Perfect. Go ahead, stand it up straight, shake it out. 30-second rest here. And now let's go ahead. Bring that weight up to chest height. Shoulder blades back and down. Stack that pelvis underneath our rib cage. Weighted marches. Making sure to breathe through the whole movement here. Great job. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Shake it out. Have a sip of water. Grab that other dumbbell. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Pitch forward. Rows to kickbacks. You got this. So close. We've got 30 seconds of these left here. Ten seconds. 2 and 1. Shake it out. Little mini reset. Make sure those knees aren't locked out. Hug that baby up and in, shoulders back and down. Let's go ahead. Pressing and bicep curls. Making sure as our hands come above our head that we are not arching that back. Nice and stable. Moving with control. Thirty seconds. 10 seconds. You've got this. Final set. Two, 1. Drop it down. We thank you for your service, dumbbells. Let's go ahead, set those down. Grab that water. Cheers, drink up. And when you're ready, feel free to join me in our cool down by reaching all the way up. Really stretching out those lats from those rows. Let's go ahead, exhale, take it to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Awesome. Dropping those arms down. Lacing those fingers behind our back. Shoulders away from the ears. Create some space between the thumbs and your lower back. Dropping it down. Well, let's hug that right arm across our bodies. Drop it down, come across. Awesome. Go ahead. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. Bring it back to center. Look over that left shoulder. Back to center, right ear, right shoulder. Bring yourself to center. Look over the right shoulder. Awesome. Go ahead, holding onto that chair, that wall, that countertop for support. Let's go left hand, left foot, and press forward and through with those hips. Stretching out that quad. Go ahead, drop it down. Let's switch sides. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Drop it down, taking your stance as wide as your body needs. Let's fold forward, stretch out that hamstring. Remember, we're only stretching within a pain-free range of motion. Gentle inhale, come back to center. Switching sides. Awesome. Very slowly, gently come back up to center. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to have a nice big drink of that water bottle and give your body what it needs today. We'll see you next time.